News 18 on the CW at 10 starts now. WLFI Lafayette, news from where you live.
Good evening, I'm Tim Fields Jr., and thank you for joining us. Chief Meteorologist Chad Evans joins us now with the first look at the forecast. Chad, how are you doing today, brother?
Hey, doing okay, Tim. You know, warming up nicely today. We had a melt, we had a brief thaw, and it's still thawing and melting out there. We've got temperatures mid-30s, even some mid-40s still. And it was impressive to see how much we warmed today because there's just been so much snow cover around. But we continue to melt down downtown Delphi via our iconic graphics and Blue Moose Cam. You'll notice the wet streets because the showers are coming up from the southwest. And this will be a little more of a steady rain getting into the overnight hours as two systems kind of phase down here and the Arctic front approaches. Now, as the Arctic front comes in, we'll have one system combined, and this is going to ride the front northeastward. We've already got winter storm watches here in parts of the mid-Atlantic and northeast, but for us, the timing is good because by the time the Arctic air gets in here, the deeper moisture will be pretty far to the east. That's one thing I've been noticing in the data tonight, but still some rain out there, rain coming down Clarks Hill, Stockwell, Linden Romney area, New Richmond, back to Malott, north of Alamo, and then around Stone Bluff it is raining. It's raining at Remington, back to Goodland, Wadena, back down to the Otterburn area, Monon to Headley, and Burnettsville, some rain, and raining in Winnemac and Kewanna, and there's more rain downstream moving northward as well. So again, the timing is good. We may still have a brief switch over to sleet and a little snow late tonight and morning, but the duration looks fairly short, but we're still going to get at least some scattered snow showers tomorrow afternoon. But all that said, lows tonight, eventually the 20s to low 30s. We'll talk more about the brutal cold and the snow ahead next.
Well, a juvenile has been arrested today after a report of a shooting at Malibu Jack's in the Tippecanoe Mall yesterday evening. The call came in at 5:45 and Lafayette police say no one was shot or injured during the incident. Following leads developed by investigators, a 16-year-old male was located and arrested today. The suspect was charged with criminal recklessness with a firearm and dangerous possession of a firearm. Nearby businesses were temporarily closed during the investigation. Police aren't releasing details about what they saw on the video that took place inside Malibu Jack's. They are encouraging anyone with additional information to contact the Lafayette Police Department at 765-807-1200. A silver alert has been recently issued for a Kokomo man last seen on December 1st. James Dean Adams is a 59-year-old white male, 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighs 180 pounds, and has brown hair and hazel eyes. He is believed to be in extreme danger and may require medical assistance. If you have any information on James Adams, please call 911. While the CEO of Google is set to attend President-elect Trump's inauguration on Monday, he's the latest tech giant on the list. Randy Kay has the details about their growing relationship with the incoming president.
Suddenly, names like Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Cook are on the guest list at Mar-a-Lago and will soon be on the days for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. Billionaire Elon Musk was the first tech giant to jump on the Trump train and is now one of his key advisors. Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg, who removed Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts for 2 years after the January 6th riot, has gone all in on MAGA. This was him earlier last week.
One of the things that I'm optimistic about with President Trump is I think he just wants America to win.
I think they've come a long way. Meta, Facebook. I think they've come a long way. I watched it. The man was very impressive.
The New York Times is reporting that Zuckerberg is even co-hosting a party at Trump's inauguration, along with longtime Republican donor Miriam Adelson and others. Bezos, Zuckerberg, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and Google CEO Sundar Pichai also courting Trump as he begins his second term. Cook has reportedly personally donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. Amazon, Meta, and Google have also ponied up $1 million for the inaugural fund. TikTok CEO is also expected to attend the inaugural festivities as Trump considers a possible TikTok ban.
Frigid temperatures are impacting President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. So now the swearing-in ceremony is being moved indoors due to dangerously cold conditions that are expected in Washington, D.C. and other areas on Monday. Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will take the oath inside the Capitol Rotunda. The Capitol Arena will be open for the public to view the inauguration. Trump also says the presidential parade will take place there. The change leaves just 3 days for Capitol Police and the Secret Service to implement a new security plan. The last time a president was sworn in indoors was Ronald Reagan in 1985. News 18 reached out to Purdue students on campus today for their thoughts about the inauguration. Here's what one student had to say regarding the big event.
I don't really have that many feelings about it. It's just, I mean, Trump won, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with it.
The swearing-in ceremony is expected to begin at 12 p.m., where Trump will take the oath of office. Farmers across Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa are working to diversify the agricultural landscape. It's part of a project called the Diverse Corn Belt. Rachel Law explains more about the impact to come.
The Diverse Corn Belt project is taking animals like Skittles the llama and finding ways to be more productive and resilient with their relationship with the land around them. Farmers like Elise Koning are part of the research in the Diverse Corn Belt project. Koning grew up raising sheep and cattle and has always had a love for coming up with creative solutions. The DCB combines the two with the questions farmers have to ask themselves, like how they can conserve water during a drought season or how to provide even more benefits to the soil and animals living on it.
So a lot of things that DCB does relates directly to the farmer on the ground, helping us think about these long-term questions.
One way Koning hopes to diversify her own farm is by having the stock graze in between the crops. This helps the soil and the animals get the necessary nutrients they need. The DCB is a way of pushing Midwest agriculture to new horizons.
More diversified agricultural systems across the U.S. could provide better economic, environmental, and social benefits to our rural communities. So we're trying to understand what those opportunities are, what those challenges are, and how we can get there.
At Koning's farm, they grow Christmas trees, and her sheep are able to graze in between them during the warmer months. Koning says you can also have animals graze on cover crops in between the growing seasons for corn and beans. Her goal is to help find ways to improve the agricultural landscape for the future.
Corn and beans have been a great productive commodity for us for so many years. They've done a lot of good things, and I think there's a lot of opportunities for us to be even more productive than we already are right now.
If you're interested in getting involved with the DCB, you can head to our website at WTHITV.com. Reporting in Tangier, I'm Rachel Law, and this is Skittles.
Today, President Biden made an announcement some hope could pave the way toward bolstering reproductive rights. Biden issued his opinion that the Equal Rights Amendment is ratified, enshrining its protections into the Constitution. What would be the 28th Amendment protects equal rights for women and was passed by Congress in 1972, but has sat stagnant for decades. Constitutional amendments require 3/4 of states, or 38, to ratify them. In 2020, Virginia became the 38th state to ratify the bill. Biden directed the archivists of the U.S. to certify and publish the amendment. This last-minute move by the president will draw swift legal challenges, and the next steps remain unclear as Biden prepares to leave office. The Supreme Court ruled today that the controversial ban on TikTok may take effect this weekend. This comes as the court rejected an appeal from the app's owners that claimed the ban violated the First Amendment. A U.S. official confirmed yesterday that President Biden won't enforce a ban on TikTok that is set to take effect on Sunday, leaving its fate in the hands of President-elect Donald Trump, who once called to ban the app, has since pledged to keep it available in the U.S., though his team has not said how they intend to accomplish that. Israel has delayed a cabinet vote on the ceasefire deal in Gaza. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, accused Hamas of going back on parts of the agreement. The announcement of a ceasefire agreement has had no immediate effect on the fighting mediators. Mediators continue to iron out the wrinkles ahead of its implementation on Sunday, but hostages might not be released until Monday. Negotiations to end the war will begin on the 16th day of implementation. If you're looking for a romantic way to share your love this Valentine's Day, the Terre Haute Children's Museum has an idea. You can honor a loved one by adopting one of the museum's Madagascar hissing cockroaches. The Hisses and Kisses promotion is part of a new fundraising push. For a donation of $10, you'll get to name a cockroach and receive a personalized digital Valentine with a picture of the bug. The museum says it's a unique gift for anyone in your life.
We have these Madagascar hissing cockroaches. It's very unique. They're kind of fun. They're interesting. And, you know, maybe people would be interested in naming them after a loved one or maybe a not so loved one.
Meet some of the cockroaches involved in the Valentine's Day promotion at an upcoming event. The Children's Museum is hosting an educational program on January 25th. Researchers at Ohio State want to get the word out right now when it comes to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is considered a silent killer. The odorless, colorless gas is released when fuel sources like gas, propane, charcoal, and wood are burned. Carbon monoxide can build up in spaces that aren't properly vented. Carbon monoxide poisoning occurs when it replaces oxygen in the blood. It can lead to flu-like symptoms and death.
All right, there's the rain coming in, and we are tracking more for the overnight, and eventually a little icy mix to snow. We'll show you that and dig into the brutal cold by next week. Next.
And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, well, we talked about this yesterday, so you've got your storm dropping down like this. We've got a little southern system here. These two will eventually phase off to our southeast and ride an Arctic front. So the Arctic front's moving this way. These two systems are going to phase down here. And when we get one solid single storm system that rides this Arctic front into the northeast, there's going to be a winter storm from like West Virginia, Maryland, up through New York, Massachusetts. But for us, the timing is good because the Arctic front is still up here, but where's the moisture? It's all right here. So at least for the time being, it's all rain, and you can see that rain overspreading the area right now. Heaviest here from Burlington and about Rushville all the way back to Geedingsville, Sedalia, Mulberry, Rossville, and Clarks Hill, and some other little heavier elements in the rain towards Williamsport. And we've got rain from Remington to Rensselaer and just light rain at Monticello and Chalmers. However, eventually, as the Arctic front does come in, we'll see a changeover to a little sleet and a little snow, and then we're going to have scattered snow showers tomorrow. So by early tomorrow morning, these numbers in the 20s to low 30s, wind chills teens to low 20s. Now for tomorrow itself, again, that changeover initially, then we'll probably not see much going on. The sun may come out even a hair, and then some scattered snow showers coming in during the afternoon. It'll be windy and a day that will turn sharply colder because these will be the numbers around 3 p.m. And your wind chills will be dropping through the day. So by evening, a lot of places they'll be dropping below zero. And then on Sunday, I'm going to update this map, but I'm going to put scattered snow showers through the day. I think we'll have a scattering of snow showers, mostly cloudy, occasionally partly cloudy, windy, very cold, 9 to 15 for highs, and your wind chills pretty much below zero over most of the area. So there's your rain tonight. Again, the Arctic front is here. You can see how the deeper moisture is kind of outrunning it, but we may still have a narrow window for a little bit of sleet snow mix here. And then the snow showers come in from the northwest tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. Then on Sunday, look at this. I think we're going to have scattered snow showers. Scattered snow showers afternoon and scattered snow showers into the evening. And the thoughts are that we may have an inch or less, not only perhaps later tomorrow, not as much in the morning, but later tomorrow, and then again perhaps Sunday, on top of the rain we get tonight with around 1/3 of an inch, maybe 4/10 of an inch of rain. All right, there's your 10-day. Bitterly cold early next week. Lows below zero, wind chills 20 to 30 below. Some snow Thursday into Friday, and then another big thaw.